Okay, so let's run through this real fast. Okay, so Monday evening ish, we got some new reveals for arc related content. You know, Lost Colony, we got its first animated trailer with Mei Yin fighting some vampire demon looking mother trucker. Looked really cool, and we got some additional information about that I really want to talk about. But there's some other stuff I want to talk about first before we get into that, and that may be a different video entirely. But also, there's no script for this because I don't care. But I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So, Lost Colony looks fantastic. You know, season two or part two for the animated series looks fantastic. I love it. You know, the sleeping titanosaur in the background. You know, all the visuals of the new creatures that we didn't get to see in the first part looks really good. The Spino looks interesting to me, probably the most out of any creature there. But there was something else. There was something else that came out just after, and that was some news about Ark Aquatica, and not and having no idea what the heck it is. And even the donator, when Debs joined the donator call, and even he heard the name, it's like, what the heck is that? So that was a signifier that this is something that might not be done by wildcard. And, you know, by the way, it has nothing to do with the paleo. That statement has nothing to do with paleo arc. So I'm pretty sure that I'm 100% sure that that is safe to say because it's nothing to do with paleo arc. There's no secrets there. But if a wildcard staff member has no idea what Arc Aquatica is, then hmm, that's your signifier that something's up. So information comes out later that it's being made by Snail. Now, if you don't know who Snail is, if you've just been playing ASA and just playing the game, and you don't really spend much time on, you know, YouTube or X or anything like that, Snail Games is the publisher behind both, I believe, Ark Survival Evolved and also Ark Survival Ascended. It's because of Snail that ASA released in the terrible state that it was in. You know, so all of these major bug fixes that needed to happen, yeah, that's because ASA was rushed because Snail had made a backed themselves into a corner with a deadline with Natrato, and they wanted to basically get more money out of the situation that they were in. So that's why ASA launched in such a terrible state. That's why ASA is having so many issues because it was launched too early, more or less. And you know, the optimization with Unreal Engine is also a different thing entirely, but that's neither here nor there. But I will say this: it Arc Aquatica looks terrible. It looks bad. Now, at first, we got this little wake up underwater visual thing, like the old school ASC, you know, startup. You know, when you get up for the first time, you scratch the arm, and you know, you got that visual. Like, okay, kind of cool, looks interesting, I guess. You know, because there's a bunch of sea critters everywhere. And then we get the full trailer later, and it's that same shot that we got before. And then next thing you know, it's slash cuts to this weird looking AI trailer thing, which that is when everyone, and I mean everyone, PvPers, PvEers, and even big names in the Arc community like Garuga123, GP, um, some Arc Let's Players were all like, what the crap is this? You know, this looks terrible. This is an embarrassment. And you know, I agree. If you got the PvP side and the PvE side in complete agreement with one another, you know you done effed up in some form or fashion. Now, admittedly, and the idea of a pretty much underwater map is something that the community is very much interested in because Gen 2, I want to say it's Gen 1 and Gen 2 showcase the idea of a purely aquatic map, and it looks really good. I say Gen 2 because that underwater area is massive and houses a lot of creatures in it. But yeah, I'd say Gen 1, the ocean biome of Gen 1 was definitely the signifier that there could be a purely aquatic map. So, with that being said, you know, the desire is there. Now, I believe there is a mod coming out that's being worked on called the Sunken World. I believe that's the name. That is its own map. If I remember correctly, it's its own map, its own creatures, And there is a demand for underwater, uh, an underwater map, underwater themed map rather. And Sunken World is filling that niche. So, but there's that. But here's the question: why is Snail making Ark Aquatica for Ark Survival Evolved and not Ascended? Why are you backpedaling on saying, "Oh, we're not doing anything else with Ark Survival Evolved anymore"? Why are you backpedaling that? It was stated by not just Snail, I believe, I'm pretty sure at one point, but by Wildcard that nothing else was going to happen with Ark Survival Evolved, and everything was going to go to Ark Survival Ascended. If that is true, why are you backpedaling that information? Is it because there's such a huge player base still playing Ark Survival Evolved? Is that why? Are you trying to appeal to those players? Now, if you want to appeal to your player base, Snail, or the player base of Ark, do us a favor. Help Wildcard fix ASA. That's how you appeal to the player base. Because you said that ASE was not going to get any more support. You said that. It was said by Wildcard that ASE was not going to get any more support and everything was going to go to ASA. If you say that, why are you backpedaling now? What changed? But either way, the visuals are terrible. This is not how you showcase a map. This is not how you showcase anything for that matter. This looks terrible. This feels terrible. And the fact that random players of your IP are doing a better job at making an underwater map than you are, and then you make an AI trailer, shows how completely out of touch you are with an IP that you are publishing. That's just sad. You guys are sad, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And at time of recording, the trailer was unlisted, and then I just got word while I was recording this that the trailer is publicly visible again. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, seriously, what the heck is this? Why the heck is this? And there's more questions than answers. But again, like I said, all sides of our community are in agreement that this is a dumb, dumb decision. And, I would agree. I would agree. And, Snail Games should just stick to being crappy publishers because that's literally all they're good for at this point. But, yeah, I'm not even going to bother editing or anything like that. I'm just going to purely talk here. And, yeah, that's it.